news? Did you hear the news today about Anthony Davis?
About what, the money?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
When you start talking about Jimmy Butler's money, it just reminded me that I heard about it earlier today. You know, what is it, $145 million?
Yeah, they're trying to guap that dude up now and just go ahead and extend him so that he don't. Didn't you hear me say yesterday LeBron is going to hit these dudes for 30 and 40, then 40?
Yeah, like $40 million. Yeah.
In consecutive years. And then the long term is going to be the $40 million deal. Yeah, they're trying to get Anthony Davis for a reasonable, what would be considered a reasonable amount compared to that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's a nice deal for that kid.
Of course it is. You know,
that's a real nice deal.
But then it'll end up being a good deal for the team as well. So we'll see how it works itself out. Who was I on? Oh, Jimmy Butler. Okay, so the other teams that are interested in Jimmy Butler are the Lakers. Celtics again. Like, Celtics just got money. They like, whatever. Whoever we want, we're on the list. Put us on the list too. The Celtics, 76ers, and the Mavs. Then there's D Wade. His list of suitors is basically yeah. Yeah, I looked too, trust me. I tried to find some people who, like Dwayne Wade, could at least try to leverage against the Miami Heat. Like, I know people are like, yeah, you can just go to Cleveland and play for LeBron. Has anyone heard?
And play for LeBron.
Yeah, I said that right. That wasn't Freudian either. Yeah, you can go play for LeBron. But has anyone heard, like, LeBron was very, 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 very adamant about Tristan Thompson, right? He's spoken up about his guy Delly. You know, he's even spoken up for JR, dude. Has anyone heard a peep out of LeBron about Dwayne Wade? I'll hang up and listen.
Nope.
I'll just hang up and listen to everybody. I'll take your answer off air, Rob. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because he knows, man. Like, yeah, all that friendship aside, yeah, our best days are behind us. Like LeBron wants.
And Bron ain't stupid.
He wants Mike Dunleavy.
He would have stayed in Miami.
Oh, speaking of,
right,
he spoke up for Mike Dunleavy and didn't speak up for his boy. So kill that, and kill the L.A. Lakers, the Dwayne Wade to L.A. noise as well. Kill both of those real quick. So really, this whole power play, Pat Riley knows exactly what he's doing. He's like, oh, you want to opt out? Yeah, go test the market, homeboy. We'll wait. We'll go find somebody that's going to pay you $20 million. And if that happens, we'll gladly let you walk. We'll hold the door for you.
Because what he's asking for is like 3 years, $48 million.
My man. Good for him, dude. Get it how you live, man. But yeah, Pat Riley ain't no fool. You know, he's trying to line himself up for that Kevin Durant sweepstakes in 2 years. So, Dwayne Wade, you're no Kevin Durant, homeboy. And if I gotta let you walk to get a dude who gets extremely difficult buckets and is 7'1" with a handle and a shot, we'll figure the PR angle out later. You know, because here's what happens: we let you ride and win a championship, all is forgotten. Yeah, knowing that old Wade County stuff. Yeah, they'll remember it when you come back for us to retire the jersey after you're done playing.
Say that.
They'll remember it then.
Say that.
If we start winning championships, no one really cares. Then there's our guy, or my guy, Monte, one of the blacker names out there in the world.
Is what I
Monte. He opted out. He's looking to improve on his $8.7 million salary. The teams that are in line for him, the team he just left, the Dallas Mavericks, the Sacramento Kings are in place. The Indiana Pacers, which is funny to me because George Hill had a pretty nice end to his season last year. And he's an Indiana kid. He went to IU, what is it, IUPUI? Yeah, he's an Indiana kid all the way around.
Say it forward and backwards. Is
that
always
true?
the same.
Really? It's like NASCAR? Or what is it, like race car? That's what it is, like race car. Spelled the same way, backwards and forwards.
Coach actually told us that. Coach Hunter. The first time we had Coach Hunter on.
Oh, you know.
He just came from IUPUI.
Ron Hunter Sr.? That a Ron Jr., Hunter Jr.?
Yeah.
Anyway, where was that? Okay, and then the Hawks, you know, which they have Jeff Teague, but guess that's not a thing. they were in line for Monte Ellis last year, remember? Or 2 years ago before he went to Dallas after he left. After he left Golden State.
That was when Larry Drew. That's what Larry Drew was trying to get Jeff Teague to Milwaukee when
they
Zaza
signed to that
went
offer
out there
sheet.
with him. Yeah,
right.
And then they matched it. Yeah.
Speaking of the Atlanta Hawks, two quick things on them. Apparently, Dennis Schroeder has played his way onto the trading block. The Sacramento Kings seem to be interested in him playing point guard for them as well. Yeah, Schroeder. Yeah, Dennis Schroeder. Him.
Really?
And Perro and Teach is like, yeah, I'm out this B. Wait a minute. Does that mean he's skipping court? Oh, wait a minute. I just thought about that. Perro and Teach, for those of you who don't know.
He leaving the country?
He's gone. He's not playing American basketball anymore. He's going back to play European basketball. But does that mean he's skipping out on his bond?
That's exactly what that means.
My man.
Then Cephalosha going to go for it on his own.
Oh, my man. Exactly Perro don't play no co-defendant. He's out of here. God, that's ruthless, dude.
He be like, I gave him my statement.
My man. Let's wrap this up here. We got like 9 minutes to go. Then Greg Monroe, kid out of Detroit. He's not out of Detroit, but he played for the Pistons. He was in that that Josh Smith debacle where there just wasn't enough balls to go around, and apparently he's not even talking to the Pistons. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'm out. He's not even having a meeting with the team he's leaving. So that's a thing. I think number one on his list is the New York Knicks, from what I'm hearing. From what I'm reading, I should say. I don't have no damn sources, and I'm reading this. Yeah,
stuff. That's what I've been hearing since last week.
Yeah, you've been reading it too. You don't have no damn sources either.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
I be at work, dog. I ain't got time to be reading a whole lot when I'm at work, so I heard it.
All right, touche. Then again, common theme: the Celtics are there as well.
Okay. Hold on. So Coop saying that Teach is going to return to the States for his court date.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to be a G about it. It's just like Skip Bond.
Yeah. They catch me via satellite. I wouldn't be coming back over here.
I thought Perro was going to be like, I'm out, pimp. Go back over here and spend these euros. It ain't cool. No one wants your damn correct information. The story was funny without that. Now it's just a regular story that he's coming back. It was so funny knowing that this 7-foot dude is skipping Bond on a case that he wasn't even gonna catch. He was innocent from what we all saw. Him and Thabo were innocent. Now it's just a regular story. Thanks, Mark Cooper.
Because the story gonna be like, Hero gave Thabo like some Miley or something. And that's what caused him to talk back to the cop.
You're just fishing. You're fishing. Now you're destroying the story too. The original story was just funny.
We just popped the Miley. We just popped Miley.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind the show a little bit and just go back to this whole skipping Bond part. That was the funny part.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome.
All right. Then there's Mark. Speaking of a European, Spaniard, Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol is opposite of Greg Monroe. He said, I ain't talking to nobody but the Grizzlies. Yeah, way to negotiate, Mark. You ever heard of anything called leverage? You ever heard of that?
Well, I mean, for the teams that have said that they were interested in him, he already kind of X'd them out. Like he said, he didn't want to go to the Lakers.
That's ridiculous.
Because
you still talk.
Because of the way they did his brother. So he didn't want to go out there.
Even more ridiculous.
And then from what I understand, he just kind of declined to talk to the Hawks, even though the Hawks is the team that originally drafted him, which a lot of people don't know.
It's still ridiculous. It's all like even if your plan altogether is to go back to the Grizzlies, you know what you want to do? You want to maximize though.
You at least got to flirt,
right?
Yeah.
You want to feel like other people want you, or that you could really leave.
I am the face of what loyalty gets you.
Well,
don't be like me. Don't be like me, Marc Gasol.
Well,
don't be the face of loyalty.
Here's the deal.
And me and D Wade.
Here's the deal. Being disloyal do the same thing to you because we're in the same boat, and I wasn't loyal to no damn body. So how about that? Then there's Paul Millsap, and the only team that I could really see. I know earlier a couple months ago we talked about Phil Jackson actually saying that he liked Paul Millsap. And DeMar Carroll as well. Speaking of those two guys, I don't have DeMar on the list, but two guys that were earlier mentioned by the Knicks. I don't know if that interest is still there. The only team I could really find, as I was reading today, was the Celtics again. The Celtics again, interested in the 30-year-old power forward Paul Millsap, and then finally on the list is Rajon Rondo. And I only put him on the list not because he's a good player. Trust me, that's not why. Only because he's a name that everyone knows. I told you guys the bigger names. And Rajon Rondo is falling off a damn cliff.
Who's interested in him?
It says the Kings. That's what I could find. And even the Kings might just it looks like the Kings are after a point guard. And Rajon Rondo is putting himself in a position where the whole 1 year deal thing is not because it's not the same 1 year deal that the other people are looking for just so they can cash in next year. No, it's just because he's only worth a 1 year risk to a team.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, you're
Look
right.
at what's happening out here. Brady just throwing the ball away. That's what the Nationals do. My God. I'm sorry, everybody. Like, I saw some Braves baseball this weekend, man. Dudes running into each other at the fence and all this kind of stuff, man. Like, what the hell is happening? Like,
look at the Braves catcher looks like Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, it's AJ Brzezinski. He's the one that's talking about he gets drunk. Yeah, he starts drinking beer in the locker room and all, in the dugout and all this craziness. Yeah. The other thing about, since I just mentioned the Kings, they're reportedly courting Coach Cal for like $10 million too, to actually run the team. I heard that. To run the team and be coach. But here's the thing: didn't you just hire? First of all, didn't you just hire Vlade Divac to do that? And didn't you just hire? Did you just hire George Carl to do the other thing? So are you talking about firing two dudes immediately? These are 80s Braves. Stop that, Mark Cooper.
And then Calipari come in there, and all he gonna do is do the same thing George Carl wanted to do. Like, then what you gonna say?
Nah, Boogie's it's assumed that Boogie is his dude. You know, he played at Kentucky.
Right, but I'm just saying.
And then you got Willie Trio, Cauley Stein is up there as well. But here's the thing.
Just rumor.
Because here's the thing. That dude owns Kentucky. You know what I mean? The state. You know, I know Rick Pitino was in Louisville, but Cal's kind of got the situation on what we call lock where I'm from.
Lock.
And to leave there, and because this is the thing, people assume that because Coach Cal was a coach and a mentor to these guys at 18 and 19, he can come in and be the same thing as the grown men.
Not necessarily.
It's a whole different ballgame now. Like, he might see these, like all these dudes he talks about, they come back and work out on campus every summer. Even D Rose went to Memphis, but he comes back and goes to Kentucky where Cal is and works out when he's not in LA working out during the summer. All his Kentucky guys always come back, John Wall and those boys. But that's a different relationship. That's more of a casual, we just kicking it. Then now I'm the dude that can bench you if you do. Like, it was cool to bench me when we was at Kentucky, but I'm talking about my brand now. It ain't about the UK brand no more. It's about the Boogie Cousins brand now. It's about the Willie Trio, Cauley Stein brand now. And that whole mixture there, it sounds good, at the onset, but in reality, people change, man. Over time, people aren't the same people that they were when they were 19 years old. These are grown men now, that go home when they leave practice. They don't go to class or, trying to rush to the cafeteria. That ain't happening. These dudes going out to ball and make it rain and do what they want to do. Yeah, it's just, and then too, we ain't talking about 30 games no more. We're talking about 82 games, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somewhere Steve Spurrier is saying, don't do it.
But then you got to think like this. Coach Cal's whole thing is what? I'm going to get these guys in here and get them out here as quick as I can. So why the hell would he want to go and have to be tied down to them same Negroes for 4-5 years?
Yeah.
He's like, no, we had a plan. I see y'all for 1 year. That's it.
2 at the most.
Yeah, but 3 ain't happening. Like, if you were running my team at 3,
you better be improving the team GPA or something.
GPA, right?
That need to be happening.
Right.
You ain't no player for 3 years. It is Sports Kings Live on Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. Spreaker.com is where we broadcast, and the Spreaker app. Go ahead and download that for your mobile device. Search Sports Kings Live and follow us. And then between 7 and 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, you guys can jump on in the chat room as our guy Mark Cooper does, basically on a daily basis. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and Tumblr at Sports Kings Live. And the email address to the show is sportskingslive@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
you know.